Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Hexios. Hello, hello. All right, now to start the game. I really want to play the game. British accent, British accent, British accent. Everything must be in British accent. I have 3 viewers now. Hell goddamn yeah. Oh wait, did I? Not yet. But okay, there we go. Checking DLC. Alright. Last episode there was a ninja. He put a smoke everywhere. And I'm just like, bruv, crazy stuff happening. Right. 18th February. Antechamber. What on earth just happened in there?
Mr. Naruhodo, I managed to find out what happened.
Mr. Sato!
I was told it was an advanced form of smoke grenade, a type of exploding device that releases smoke.
A smoke grenade? It sounds like the sort of thing ninjas use. I know, right? It was ninjas.
They're just making sure everything is safe now. I think the trial will start again before long.
But who would have done something like that?
The police managed to catch someone who was trying to flee the courtroom, apparently.
Flee the courtroom? Why?
Well, it's a young girl of around 15 out here.
A young girl? Then could it be the other passenger that Mr. McGilded was just talking about?
My thoughts exactly.
So he wasn't lying. Oh, what's become of Mr. Gilded, actually? There are so many things I need to ask him about, but he's not here.
I think he was summoned to the prosecutor's antechamber to answer the questions. Along with the young girl.
Who is she, I wonder? And what was she doing here at the trial? She was taking a huge risk, and for what possible benefit to herself? I was thinking the same thing these past hours.
There's another matter that's troubling me.
What's that?
The 20 pence.
Oh, yeah. Wait, 20 pence. Yeah, he said that he charged everyone 5 pence that night. That means he didn't charge them 5 pence, rather 4 pence.
According to the coachman, Mr. Beppo.
Why is she so cute?
He took 4 passengers that night at a fare of 5 pence each.
That's true.
That comes to a total of 20 pence each, exactly.
Right. But now it seems there were in fact 5 passengers. Now this is perjury if I'm not mistaken. What are they hiding?
Which means the figures don't seem to add up again.
She's right. That is strange.
Counsel for the defense, kindly please proceed to into the courtroom. The trial will recommence in 5 minutes.
Oh, thank you, officer. We'll go in straight away. I need to silence my phone real quick. There we go.
Well, whoever she is, I imagine this young girl will be asked to take the stand and testify now. I really can't imagine what she's going to say, but it could alter the whole direction of the trial.
We'll know soon enough, Mr. Sato.
Yes.
Right. 18th February, 1 p.m. The Old Bailey, courtroom. There's my boy. And who is this lass? There's the young girl next to Mr. McGilded. Look! She must have been the one who caused the disturbance before.
Well, after the rather eventful recess, the court will now resume the trial of Mr. McGilded. Now then, Lord Van Geeks, My lord, I believe you have established the cause of the smoke which veiled proceedings off earlier. It seems to have been an advanced form of smoke grenade, of the sort typically employed by the army.
Oh, the army.
Good gracious, the army! What in the devil's name? It was an elaborate attempt by a young girl to cloak her escape from public gallery, but she was caught, and now occupies the stand. Your name, girl?
Thanks, you Santa Claus. I'm sorry, Mr. Potato. I'm gonna leave this live in doing something interesting. Live this live in doing something interesting. Alright, see ya, buddy.
Are you responsible for the smoke grenade which induced such pandemonium here in my courtroom?
Yeah, this is Santa Claus courtroom.
What is the meaning of this deplorable behavior?
If I may, my lord,
Yes, Mr. McGilded.
I think perhaps I ought to explain here why it is that this wee lass was here in the first place, and why she tried to bolt like that. This all tied up with the events of that night, so it is.
Very well, Mr. McGilded, give your testimony. You explain to the court exactly how this young woman is involved in the case.
Just what did happen last night? It's not like a defense lawyer needs that information or anything. Alright, let's see. Witness testimony. The young girl.
On the night in question, I took back On the night in question, I took the back seat in the omnibus and promptly nodded off. Then, BUNGAAA! A loud thud and a wee scream woke me up with a fair start. There was a fella collapsed on the floor at me feet, so I sat him up on the seat across from me. Then I turned to find out where that scream had come from, and bless my soul, what did I find? There was a child in there, all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away.
Hiding her wee self away.
I remain somewhat baffled, I confess, but from what I gather on the night in question, this young girl was indeed riding the omnibus, is that correct?
Tis exactly the defense counsel said. This lass was the 5th passenger, my lord.
The 5th passenger. She looks cool.
Very well. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Are you ready, counsel?
Yes, my lord. Or rather, no. I have no idea where to start. What is Van Cheeks about to say here? The young girl. Alright, on the 9th question, I took the back seat in the omnibus and promptly nodded off. Let's ask each question. And when you first got onto the omnibus, were there any passengers already on board? There was not. The cabin was
empty and there was none of the roof deck.
I'm not gonna read. The first passengers, I see. And that's why I took the back side as I did. It is the most comfortable, so it is. Which explain exactly what you mean by the back seat. By all means, this is how you already described it earlier. I'm talking about the seat opposite the one in which the poor gentleman was stabbed is sitting. Like I said, it is the most comfortable and where I feel at most at ease. And of course I enjoy gazing through the skylight from time to time as well. Then BUNGAAA, a loud thud and a wee scream. That might be the other guy. Woke me up with a fair start. At the very least, if I were to find any contradictions. Stabbed? Yeah. Large knife. Tapped his ledge. Nothing, right? Nothing. I don't know. What am I supposed to do yet? A loud thud, you say? And a scream. Aye, that's right. How can I explain it? 'Twas like the sound of someone falling to the ground. that sort of noise. So you think it was the sound of Mr. Mason falling to the floor having been stabbed? Well now, you'll remember I was asleep at the time, so I wouldn't like to say. And when the sound woke me, I opened my eyes. There wasn't a soul to be seen in the carriage, but it fell on the floor. You didn't see anyone. But at the same moment, you did hear a scream. Oh, from the seats above, the roof deck, I presume. Not above me, my lord. 'Twas from inside the cabin. But I wasn't altogether thinking about the scream. No, I was too stunned by the desperate sight before my eyes. Huh? Right. There was a fella collapsed on the floor at me feet. So I sat up on the seat across me.
Hold it!
So you sat him up, the victim, you mean? That I did. On the seat across me, as I said, I could plainly see the poor devil was already gone. And you wouldn't leave a dead man just lying on the floor now, would you? 'Tis common courtesy, so it is. I find that a little hard to believe. Arrah, Lord Van Zeeks, what's arrah? Now, why would that be? You wake to find a man lying dead at your feet in a carriage. Any normal person would hail the cabman. Any upstanding member of the London society, that is. Well now, as you know, I'm in something of a special line of business. The business of lending money at exorbitant rates of interest. Unfortunately, my lord, not everyone is thankful for the help I offer them, and some would even see me dead. So I do try, where at all possible, to avoid getting myself in a tangle with trouble. Are you suggesting you were just going to leave the man there? Heavens alive, no. I was always intending to report it, no, so was I. Only I had a mind to find out the whys and wherefores first. The whys and wherefores? Right you are. There were some details I want to understand before anyone else got to meddling. That was a wee scream I heard, for example. Wouldn't your good self do just the same? Yes, that scream he says heard at the same time. Thought of the victim collapsing. Then I turned to find out where the scream had come from, and bless my soul, what did I find? There was a child in there, all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away. No wonder you must be feeling. Being the defendant's lawyer, yet finding myself as stunned as everyone else in this testimony. Let's just say it's trying. Could she be the real murderer? I wonder. I don't know, grumbling even in your head. How did you know? I forgot to press the last one.
Hold it!
Alright. You say she was hiding herself. Aye, that's right. It was hard to see in the dim lamplight, but she was all curled up in a wee ball when our eyes met. Well, my heart nearly stopped beating in my chest. Ugh, you're really overreacting this. Still, and in all, I pulled her out from under there and sat her on the seat opposite so I could have a wee chin wag with her. That means a chat. The seat opposite. That's right, just next to the dead gentleman there. You sat this young girl next to a corpse, sir. Well, as I'm sure I mentioned, a gentleman in my position can all too often find himself in mortal danger. So, I need to find out just who this urchin was, you see. So this is an urchin, and while I was in the middle of talking with her, I heard another scream, a fellow's voice this time. Presumably that scream was Mr. First, who was sitting on the roof deck seat. Alright, you are again, I would say, sir. Looking down through the skylight, he must have seen this young girl and the gentleman with the knife in his belly. In other words, the previous witness did not in fact see you at all, Mr. McGilded. What they believed to be yourself and the victim was in fact this girl and the late Mr. Mason. Aye, my lord. I was, as I think everyone understands now, sat at the back of the carriage out of sight. It is certain plausible the defendant is somewhat diminutive in stature.
And really confused, perhaps, with this young girl.
After that, of course. With the scream from the gentleman over us, the driver realized something was wrong and pulled up the horses.
Alright, I have nothing here. Took the back seat omnibus and I nodded off. Then BUNGAAA thought a wee scream woke up. I need to know this scream. I don't know. Let me press.
Hold it!
So she was hiding herself. No, there's no... I can't actually see... I can't move to actually ask her. So this is confusing myself. I'm very confused. What I should do. What's the... I didn't question, I took the back seat. Yep, alright. BUNGAAA the third. So that's what he see. There was a fella collapsed on the floor at my feet. I need to confirm something. If he really... Oh, there is the blood. So he did collapse on the floor. Ah, that makes sense. Isn't it? Wait, what is that? Something wrong. Oh, it's just... Well, this bloodstain is obvious. Yet Van Zieks have made no mention of it. I suppose that does seem a little strange. I didn't notice this in the first game. Why do I have such a bad feeling about this? Oh, I didn't notice this! It seems. Hey, yo, what? The storage compartment, but there's nothing in here. It's totally empty. Something doesn't seem right here, but I can't put my finger on what it is. So at the very least... Oh, shoot. Huh. Have you seen enough? Let's step back outside then. Yeah, I've seen... Up there would be this thing. Alright. Collapsed on the floor. I set him up. So that's what happened. I turned to find out where that scream had come from. Bless my soul, what did I find? There was a child in there, curled up in a ball, way self. Now, let's see here. I'm confused right now. What do I do here? Cells up from the trauma. Leather gloves. So he was from the floor.
Hold it!
Wait, I already questioned this one. Yeah, I mean, I'm questioning it again because I don't know what to do here. So this one I haven't. I'm sure you told the court there was no one else in the carriage except yourself and the victim. So I did, sir. So that's where I could see that is. What do you mean by that? Well, there's a queer thing. The wee scream I heard, I woke up. Came from, if you'll excuse me, well, inspection under me backside. Huh? Under your backside. Okay, I found something. Thank you, I've heard enough. Wait, what? Submitters, yes, it's omnibus. Well, okay, how about when I lifted the seat where the chubby, I found was a wee chubby hole for there for storage. Look inside. Already did. Oh,
Over at least one conundrum remains. Who is this? Who is the girl?
Her name is Gina
wait, how?
Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. She's a chancer, earns her crust among the large crowds, relieving people of their purses. What's commonly called a pickpocket.
What?
This girl here, a petty thief? Order! Order! Is this true, Miss Lestrade? Miss Lestrade, you will answer the question.
She has a gun! She shot the judge! Oh no, we're done!
Oh, how dare you! What is the meaning of this?
She shot Santa Claus and ran.
Oh, the girl, she's gone.
Open your eyes. Oh. I'm over here!
Good gracious, how?
She's Cockney. Alright. What's there to point in that little sidestep? I know what you lot are thinking. Grown-ups are all the same. This dirty dipper, you say,
Slipped up and got caught on the job. She got herself back in her corner, so she knifed the gent. Go on. That's what's in your heads, ain't it?
This is Cockney. I love it. No, not at all. This is a court of law. We're here to determine the truth of the... Yeah, she shot me with a stick bomb. That's what happened. She's cute. Well, all the characters look good in here. I like it. Mr. McGilda looks refined. Even like Kazuma and me look good. But my boy Hosonaga.
Look, knives are for cowards. Only thugs use weapons like that. All I need for what I do is these fingers. I'm a professional, alright? Maybe not in your eyes, but I've got pride in what I do.
Maybe I should... It's difficult to do in the high voice, whatever. Let me guess, you don't count smoke guns among weapons for thugs?
Oh, this? Yeah, this was a bag I lifted the other day. Down where they keep the four-wheel drags. It's nice, isn't it? I like the pink best.
Don't wave that thing in my direction again!
So, you admit that you were riding the omnibus on the night in question. I like her hair. Man, it's curl.
That's right, lass. You can tell them the truth now. Alright, yeah. It's just like the Irishman said.
The court accepts this girl, Miss Gina Lestrade, as a valid and significant witness in this case. Accordingly, young lady, we will now hear your testimony, if you please. You will tell the court what exactly happened in the omnibus on the night in question.
Alright, if I have to.
If I have to. Dude, Cockney's not easy in this voice, but whatever. I could do it.
So I stuck inside the carriage before they hooked up the horses. Just like they always. But it was right old waste of time. I got nothing to show for me troubles that night. I'll tell ya, you can't see a blind thing in their hiding place. It's pitch dark. It's pitched in there.
Wait, what? Objection.
There after a while, I heard this loud bang nearly jumped on my skin. I did, and the scream just came out. It's because of that, this swell found me. It helped me get away.
For me. He did, I don't know about that. Help me get away. Right, that's fine, really. Yes. He let you go.
I fail to understand why you would let this street urchin go, Miss McGilted.
Oh, the simplicity itself, my lord. You see, she couldn't possibly have killed the other passenger. I knew that for a fact.
How?
As I'm sure I said before, sir. I was sitting right on top of the place when she was hiding herself. I think a demonstration is called for.
What?
This is where I sat that night, and the chubby hole of which you have spoken is underneath this seat, I presume.
Bruh. Yo. Bruh.
Yes. This appeared just large enough to accommodate someone of the girl's stature.
Wait, that means she didn't pay for it.
Aye, but of course the wee lass was stuck in there, because I parked myself on the seat for the duration.
Oh!
So you see, that's why I let the lass bolt. I knew that if the police found her there, they'd automatically assume she'd done it. But I couldn't live with myself if a young life was ruined when all the time I knew she was innocent.
Even though you must have realized your action would result in your own innocence being called into question.
Not at all, my lord, not at all. I knew in my own heart that I was innocent. So I thought it was worth taking a punt on my own good name for the sake of this less fortunate lass.
My goodness! What a perfect gentleman!
My lord, this fine example of a man cannot possibly be guilty of a heinous crime like this. I'm ashamed of myself for ever doubting you, sir. Kaboom!
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time.
6.
Saints alive! All 6 members of the jury consensual in their leaning to a verdict of not guilty.
Mr. Naruhodo, this it must mean.
It must mean what?
That we're victorious.
We've won? Are you sure? Objection. Oh no. Oh my god! Lake!
It is height of my iron heel, Wellington offends, pray do forgive thee, discourtesy.
No, not another summation examination.
This really is a consummate example of the one monumental flaw in the British judicial practices. Where evidence and reasoning should be paramount, emotion rules the day.
Emotion?
The witness' latest statement gives us a clear insight into his true nature.
What do you mean, his true nature?
Do you really think Scotland Yard would have made such a glaring omission? After the incident, the omnibus was comprehensively searched by officers of the police. Obviously, the interior of this chubby hole, as the witness put it, was included in their investigation. The compartment under the posterior seat was full of the coachman's belongings. It noted in the black and white here in the police report. Good Lord! The evidence must have been tampered with. In order to corroborate Mr. McGill's story, someone has unlawfully removed everything from under the seat.
What? No, it can't be.
Order! Order! How could such a devious contrivance possibly have affected counsel? Naturally, we must acknowledge the deficiencies of constabulary in allowing this to have happened. However, I assume when the omnibus was wheeled in the courtroom this morning, the compartment under the seat was not empty. Well, my Nipponese friend,
Me?
when the carriage was submitted as evidence, doubtless you examined it in fine detail, as would any self-respecting practitioner of the law. Pray, what did you find in the condition of the seat compartment to be?
Actually empty.
Oh, to be sure, the young gentleman will be able to clear this up in a jiffy.
Sorry.
Go ahead. You tell the court, Havella. How it is all an elaborate excuse by the desperate Lord Van Zieks.
Well, counsel, do you have something to say on this matter?
How am I supposed to answer? What can I say about the state of the little compartment of the... I did look. Let's go back in. How? I see nothing in there though. This is a strange count. Nothing's still empty. Seem right, but I can't put my finger what it is. Something does not seem right. I need to check this one. Exhibition due to start 6 months from now. Oh, the Crystal Tower. Which already, I believe. I think there's nothing else. Yeah, that's this Crystal Tower. There's literally empty. It was empty, actually. Yes. I'm fairly sure it was empty. If I'm honest, my memory about all this is a little hazy. What?
Perfect. Just why the fellow is representing me, after all. He knows just what to say, does he not?
Where's the evidence at least, Mr. Van Zieks? I need to know. It's there for you all to see, after all. The chubby hole in the seat is empty as the devil's heart, so it is.
We can be sure of the deceased.
Why? Why do I feel like something's not right here?
I should like the jury to weigh in on this matter, I think.
That compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth running of the carriage.
The Guild's rules state that omnibuses should be properly and fully equipped at all times, so it certainly would have been empty on the night in question. Beppo isn't that irresponsible. That money-lending fleecer and the pick purse are lying.
It shouldn't have been empty. That's for sure.
I can't believe I was nearly taken in. The stinking rich are always stinkers. Nothing but cowards, the lot of them. What? No. It's a trick. Of course it's a trick.
Alright. We gotta move on forward, man.
Quite so, I must concur here.
It's 3 so far.
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time.
Yes, but every time a different truth, it seems.
My lord, I humbly exhibit the scales of justice. Clearly, a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate. Thank you, counsel. But before we proceed any further, there is a matter of standing cross-examination. Counsel for the defense, begin your questioning of the witnesses, please.
Yes, my lord. What just happened here? The whole balance of the trial just shifted, almost beyond recognition. The Reaper of the Bailey is at work, it would seem. Cross-examination. What the girl saw.
So I snuck inside the carriage before they hooked up.
Oh wait, I don't need to read that. Now here's what I need to ask. So you were already in the omnibus before it even set off on its run. Well, yeah, I mean, what's the point of spending a Joey to make a few bob, eh? That's a wrong idea, isn't it? I suppose that means there's no point spending the money. That makes sense.
Counsel, may I remind you that this girl is a petty thief. Kindly refrain from entertaining her tenants.
The mystery of the fares and all. All pay in 5 pence apiece, making the 20 to which the cab testified. And one little scapegrace, riding for free. The Rick Conk of a driver always goes for some grub before his last run, say. So that's when I'll slip into the carriage and get myself in under the seat, nice and easy. Right? Put your hiding place in a storage compartment full of equipment for the coach, no? And that's what I need to ask. Yeah, these brushes and buckets and whatnot in here, sure. Always chuck all that out and cram it in a corner somewhere. No one ever seems to bother much. And yet, according to the report filed by the police officer by first at the scene, was full of such paraphernalia. Well, I don't know nothing about that. Like I said, I move all the stuff out so I could hide under the seat. That's all I could tell you. We reached to the end of that line of inquiry. Continue. Right. Wasted time, I got nothing to show for me troubles that night.
Hold it!
A waste of time, why is that? Well, most nights I'm on my own, and the God permit at least some more time. I beg your pardon, did you say good God permit? Oh yeah, well that's what my kind call it. You say the omnibus, I suppose. The point is, any normal run, the carriage ain't got one in it for a while. And that's when you come out of your hiding place and get away. That's right, only that night. This cove was sat on me seat from the start. And he didn't budge the whole way, did he? Not 1 inch. I was totally stuck. Can you tell us that you were present in the carriage for the duration? You wanted to see the entire time while the events unfolding close to the cabin. Yeah. Right, mister. To be sure, I was shocked as anyone. You don't expect to lift the cushion you've been sat on and find a child now, do you? I can't be so sure. I'll tell you, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitched in there.
Hold it!
It's just in there. So you couldn't see out from the cabin at all. With me head and look out the crack. Crap. I gotta check out this thing. This is the key point. Doesn't seem to be a crack anywhere. What do you mean by that? and I can have a butcher who I can gonna fiddle. I thought you were a pickpocket, not a butcher. I mean, I can't have a look. Can have a look. They're getting as plush as the other ones. See, most of the whole time the passengers found themselves opposite. But for some reason that night, this Irishman spent the whole journey right over my head. For that reason, you weren't able to push the cushion up to peek out, I see. Truth is, I had to be in small dark places. There was so much I even thrown in the clink. It's the only place to hide in them carriages, so it's Hobson's choice. Hobson's choice, eh? Picking through his pockets in the open then. I'd say there's some reason that she's not letting judge. You know, judging from a demeanor. It's good, but I had to just stick it out under there. Nothing said for it. After a while, I hear this loud bang. Loud bang? When you say loud bang, do you mean the noise of someone falling to the floor? Could have been, I suppose. I don't remember so well. When it's made me jump. Gallery. That's right, then I felt the cushion over me head later of a sudden. A loud bang, that's weird, or not? Have been the moment the accused stood in order to stab his victim, could it not? Well, girl, did you see what happened at the crucial moment? Yeah, I saw it. I push up the coat and a quick butcher's chance. And I add the chance, didn't I? The Irishman was standing up. The bloke would have fallen on the floor to sit opposite seat. That matches me good can, of course. And the fella suddenly turns around and looks right at me. Sunk back down and it was too late then. I should never have risked to looking. It's because of that the swell found me. To help me get away, mind. Hold it! And when Mr. McGill discovered you, he pulled you out of your hiding place. Stiff. I was a drag. He dragged me out and sat me down, sitting home. Mr. the victim, Mr. Mason. Yeah, the bloke had a knife in his gut, so he was still bleeding. And then they're falling onto me. Both me hands got covered in blood. Both her hands got covered in blood. After that, I do believe you talked with Mr. McGilded for a while, is that correct? He asked me some stuff, wanted to know my name, what I was up to, and that. And I heard something from above, someone screamed. Hey? That's weird now. And the officers were drawn up smartish, and here's the Irishman says to me, get back under the seat, I'll see what you can get away later. Jury had decided the defendant was innocent. For one brief shining moment, yes. We could just find some conclusive piece of evidence among this news testimony. But I just can't quite put my finger on it. Is that it? I pressed everywhere. Okay. Obscured view by now. Both her hands were covered in blood. Nothing to show. After a while, I hear this loud bang. A loud bang. A loud bang, But it was a stab, right? I don't know.
Hold it!
I'm confused now.
Hold it!
Hooked up the horses just like ours. Hmm. Scotland Yard, Connor. No. I'm not sure myself. Nothing weird on the cabin. I'm confused. Hmm.
Hold it!
Paraphernalia. I gotta check out. Hmm. Yeah, not it. I'm gonna check out the history. Whoops. I don't get it. Right, all wasted time. Nothing to show for me troubles. I am confused now. Loud bang nearly jumped out of my skin. I really don't know. What is this bang? I need to really question this. Could have been, I suppose. I'm so confused. Yeah, thanks, Buff. I'm very thinking. Ooh, it could have been the moment. No, that wouldn't make sense. Where would the big bang, the loud bang come from then? Sitting up the bloke. Turns around looking. I think you're thinking too outside of the box for this one. Possibly. So that has found me. It did help me get away, mind. This has nothing to do with it, that's for sure. Passengers both inside the carriage. So she was in that thing, in the compartment. He was sitting above. It was that thud that made her scream, and that's when he found the victim. Blah blah blah. I don't think... I gotta ask a few more questions here. We had coroner. It's in here. It's in the bus. Because she was found in here. I can't look under the... yeah. Oh, wait. No, she couldn't have seen from the cracks. There is no cracks. Not that one. Oh. They said there's gonna be new evidence from her, or the other one is something doesn't sit right. Yeah, this is... Couldn't see into the cabin at all. Truth is, I ain't too happy in a small dog.
Well, no.
Wait, what?
Excuse me.
Excuse me? Is something wrong, Mr. McGilded? Huh? I didn't notice this throughout the whole... I want to apologize. Was there something the matter, Counsel? I'm just wondering if Miss Lestrade's last comment made something occur to you, perhaps. You seem to be thinking something to yourself.
Oh, no, 'twas nothing important. I was feeling bad for the poor lass is all. I'm feeling desperate myself as a young lad shut up in the dark. 'Twas terrifying, so it was.
I see. Yes, I'm sure we all can sympathize. I'm still scared of the dark now.
Aye, and I don't know about yourself, but I find the darkness seem to be make everything you hear seem that much louder as well.
Yeah, I suppose it does, maybe. Miss Lestrade, did you something that night? Anything? An unusual noise, perhaps? It was a bang of some sort. No, not really. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring.
But jabbers, there's no this to tell the whole world of me foibles, you little scamp.
Oh no.
What a pity. If only Miss Lestrade had heard something, it might have given us valuable new clue.
Yes. What should we make of that last statement of hers? Let's take it. My lord, I believe the statement just made by the witness is profoundly important.
Profoundly important, but all she said was that she heard nothing.
Yes, which is a profoundly important point. I'm almost sure of it. Yeah, because... Oh my god. Santa Claus is bald? Wait, when I think about it, right. You can hear a lot more things in there, according to Mr. McGill. And then... Yeah, whatever. I'll think about it.
I'm almost sure that I don't understand the inner workings of your Eastern mind, Consul, nevertheless. Miss Gianna Lestrade, you supplement your formal testimony by repeating the last statement, please.
What? Supplement? What are you doing?
Wait, what? Supplement? What are you on about? Tell me all your fancy talk. I know what you're trying to do. Dude, my tongue is all over the place now. Don't give me all your fancy talk. I know what you're talking about. I'm done. I'm gonna stop for now. That's right, insulting the judge. Always a good move. I was straining my ears to work out what was going on, but all I can hear was snoring. Alright, better back bathroom. Alright, should I press on this one? Or should I wonder. What should I do with this one? I don't think there's any sort of like sound. Alright, let's press it. It's for pressing.
Hold it!
So, you were straining to hear what was happening the entire time since the moment you hit yourself? I'm not exactly no. Sorry. When the cabin to start with, I could just push the cushion up and ever butchers to see what's... But then I saw this swell getting on. Got me head. But then I saw this swell getting on. It got me head down. Under which you were hiding, correct? Where is he? Would you Adam and Eve it? Eh? What a mug. Do us listen. stopped here and there. I've heard the door open. So I just had to... Wait, what? There's something I don't understand. Mr. Strahd, what you have told the court, let me check real quick, right? It's something doesn't make understand. If I were to go back, right? Sit under, you were hiding, correct? Yes, Adam would have mugged. Then all I could do, listen. I was waiting to jump out there as soon as I heard him leave, see? But would have not likely. Even though we stopped here and there, I've heard the door open. The door open. There. That's the anomaly here. So I just had to stay put and listen when I'm driving. Mark it. There was a door opening. Okay, I sat on the seat under. Sat the seat under which you were hiding. You throw Adam and Eve. Is that to move to what? Wave. Push the cushion up and the butchers to see what was what. But then when I saw the swell getting on, I hit Ed down so he didn't notice me. Under which you were hiding, correct? Yeah. Listen. So this is when Mr. McGill already did. I was waiting to jump out there as soon as I heard him leave. But would he? Not likely. But would he? Not likely. It's would he, not would have. Would he? Not likely. You stop here and there. I never heard the door open. I just stayed put and listened. Dreamt to pig, snoring like a dog he was. You never heard the door open. Never heard. All right, let me see what I can do here. I'm also like confused now.
You sure, man?
Absolutely. Seems my learned Nipponese friend is not as dull-witted as I feared. And he realized it too. Here we are.
Counsel, I must insist that you bolster your claim with evidence of some complicit party's name at the very least.
Yes, my lord. To the court. According to Mr. Strayed, while she was hiding in the omnibus that night, she had nothing but the sound of Mr. McGill snoring. But think, Ernest, you think. Something else you should have heard. Now, I could show a few things. I could show a piece of evidence. How about people? Victim skill pro brickmaker on the defendant of ceremony. The driver of the omnibus on which the murder took place. I need to check history again real quick. I was straining my ears, worked out going on. Yeah. So you were straining to hear what's happening inside of yourself the moment you hit yourself. Not exactly. Start with. I could just push the cushion up. But then, when I saw the swell getting on, I got me head down. Yep, that's him. He just said. Then all I could just listen. Jump out there as soon as I heard him leave. But would he? Not likely. We stopped here and there. I've heard the door open. I've never heard the door open. Stay put and listen and enjoying Pig's Market. What? No, wait! I'm confused now. This is the most confused trial ever. Oh, I'm so confused. Anything. What have you just told the court clearly has odd with the facts? You bolster your claim with evidence or something about his name at the very least, yes. I think I want to show a person. No, wait. He screamed first and then him. Meanwhile, I got all the chronology mixed up now. But if I were to look at the court record just for the pieces of evidence, none of these in terms of sound. Yeah, none of these would represent any sort of sound. So, for now, it's only a person. What? Exactly sound that Mr. Lechon could not have failed to hear on the night in question. Presence of a following person.
Take that!
Nope, it's not it. Okay. I'm confused myself, boy. I'm as confused as the judge. I'm saving here, I guess. To Mr. Strayed. I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna save here. It's getting more and more challenging for my low IQ brain.
Take that!
Yeah, it's not it. So much more choices. Yeah. Present the victim, bro. Possibly. Oh, right, maybe. Yo. Let's try to think about it. What about the victim? Yeah. It's possible, possible. Could he have been screaming? Could he have been, where's Magnus? Thrice Friedman? The victim.
Take that!
Ah, nice! Did you check something on the internet, Waff? Hope not.
Fried Freeze Mason?
Yes, my lord. The sound that Mr. Strahd could not have failed to hear. is that of the victim, Mr. Mason, boarding the omnibus. No, it made sense. Oh, wait. Oh, him boarding the omnibus. Right.
Order, explain your reasoning, counsel.
Mr. Strahd, allow me to confirm something. The door, you mean? Yeah. You claimed earlier that you were the first person on board the omnibus. Is that correct? Yeah, cause I was. I got on while the driver was in the pub, didn't I? And the next person to board the omnibus was Mr. McGilded.
That it was. Not a soul in the cabin was when I climbed aboard.
I was also tired of you not thinking. I was thinking. My low IQ could not, okay? You know how confused I was? You saw how I was moving up and down? My brain is dead right now. So you were, to all intents and purposes, alone in the enclosed cabin. If I was not thinking, Wuff, I would just randomly present shit. Everything until I die in trial and error. I was slowly... That's why I took my time. So we were, to all intents and purposes, alone in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus at the time.
Did I not just say as much? I was traveling with anyone else.
Was that what you mean? Yeah, I saw him get on, remember? The crack under the seat. He was on his own for sure. And that, from what we've heard, the carriage made a number of stops after that on its own on the journey. During which time did you not hear the door opening or was closing at all? No, I never heard it. Exactly what I was listening for. Wanted, I was waiting as well, blah blah blah. In which case, when and how did the victim end up in the carriage?
Oh,
We know that the victim collapsed inside the enclosed cabin of the omnibus. Therefore, Miss Lestrade's statement about what she did or did not hear is at odds with the facts. Now, this just actually put forward that someone threw the victim in. Yes, that's petty thief statement was clearly flawed. Hi, hello, Genya VR. How you doing?
Lord Van Six.
Yes, he knew. He knew all too well that there was an inconsistency in Miss Lestrade's statement. It would seem words of thanks are in order for my learned friend. What are you talking about? You have demonstrated matters impeccably. This witness and her colorful statements are entirely unreliable. Her words are convenient untruths, nothing more.
Is dead, right? How could the victim possibly not boarded the mother? That makes no sense whatsoever. And this girl is a pickpocket. Let's not forget that.
Oh? No. This can't be. She didn't even say anything.
I didn't want to hear the dear judge. I didn't want to judge the dear little mite just because she has some rather naughty ways. But I must say, I can't abide liars.
Neither can I.
Mr. Foreman,
I didn't want to judge the girl just because she has some less than salubrious ways.
oh my god, big words.
But I must say, I can't abide liars.
Again. Is that all of them?
Mr. Hodo, the 5 jury members leaning towards guilty.
5 so far. Thanks for counting for me. I wasn't keeping count. Well, your consideration for the others is refreshing, my Nipponese friend. To the considerable troubles you have spared me. One was the maid. Yes, very refreshing.
What are you playing at? Have you forgotten who you're working for, you useless Eastern Abaddon?
This carnage is perfect.
Juror number 2 is the only one left.
Mr. Hodo, the way this is going...
I know. We can't find some new way to conceive everyone of Mr. Gilda's innocence. The judge will rule, and we'll have lost.
I'm very much wanted to believe the words of one London's most respected gentleman. But Those of us in service know we must accept hard truths.
Hold it!
Hold it, before you make your judgment. Yes, the witness' last statement seemed to have revealed a critical inconsistency in her story. However, if we consider the possibility that her statement is in fact the truth, it may shed an entirely new light on the whole case.
What are you saying?
Counsel? I'm sorry, sir. Whatever do you mean?
Counsel, I will not tolerate you attempting to prorogue my adjudication. Explain yourself at once. When the accused boarded the omnibus on the night in question, the victim was nowhere to be seen. Subsequently, the carriage door was not heard opening a single time, as testified by the witness in the stand. And yet, the victim's body was found inside the carriage. If this petty thief's words are to be believed, how do you explain the victim's miraculous appearance inside the cabinet of the omnibus?
Alright. I should breathe at the same time with him every fucking time, coincidentally. I want to explain how the victim came to be inside the carriage. It's already in there already. There was another entrance. There. Obviously, the victim must have been placed in the carriage after he was killed.
Objection!
No, shut the fuck up, Van Zeeks. Tell me, my learned friend, what is the function of that obvious in your last sentence?
Well said, Lord Van Zeeks. That obviously is troubling me also.
No. That's really not the point. The point is that the victim must have been moved into the carriage afterwards.
And answer me this. How could a cadaver have been placed inside a moving carriage?
Well, obviously, shit. That's wrong. Darn, I'm as dumb as him now. This is getting more and more challenging. If this is... That's true, the carriage was moving. There's another entrance. Let me check it real quick. There are two entrances, that's for sure. Then there's this thing. Can I open it? I don't think so. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wait. What is that lock? I might try it out. I might try it out as another entrance. If the doors wasn't open even once, there's only one explanation, that is the victim entered the enclosed cabin in here some other way. Same thing you would come up with in your blind panic.
But behold, the omnibus here is here for all to see. Only one side of the enclosed cabin is furnished with a door. The others has only windows. Fixed windows which cannot possibly open. In short, there is no entrance to the cabin other than the door.
Objection! I got it in the bag. But there could be. There's one possibility you haven't considered.
Oh, really?
Yes, one other way inside that isn't the door. Another opening. The use of which allowed the victim appear inside the enclosed cabin.
All right, counsel. The defense will identify the location for the court. Here is the omnibus on which the incident occurred. Where on earth is this entrance by which you proposed the victim into the cabin?
Bruh. Oh, it has to be double clicked.
Take that!
Take that! The answer is obvious. It can only have been from the skylight.
I say the skylight?
Yes, Santa Claus, we got this in the bag.
Objection!
Objection!
Your ludicrous proposal almost had me lost for words, however.
Objection! The skylight may as well be large enough for someone to pass through.
Objection!
So you claim, but do you have a shred of evidence to support your adult brain theory?
Both Mr. McGilded and Miss Lestrade said the same thing in their testimonies. They claim to have heard a loud thud, such as the noise made from someone falling to the floor.
Yes, which has already been explained as the sound of the victim falling from his seat, having been assaulted with a dagger.
Yes, it has, but would a man slipping from the seat onto the floor really have made such a loud noise as the witnesses describe? A noise loud enough to cause Miss Lestrade to let out an involuntary cry, in fact.
Good gracious!
Perhaps, in fact, that was the moment when the victim was made his entrance into the cabin. No, let me rephrase that. The victim didn't enter the cabin as such. He fell into it.
Objection!
You're now suggesting that the victim fell from the skylight into the cabin? That's simply impossible.
How can you be so sure? You weren't there. You didn't try. You didn't kill the victim. How could you know?
Because if the victim had followed inside through the skylight, as you say, the passengers on the roof would have seen it happen. And yet, not one person made mention of such events in their testimony.
Well, yes, that's true, but...
Hold it. Might a humble fellow make a wee comment here?
Mr. McGilded.
To be sure now, the two fellows who were sat on the roof that testified afore said nothing of the villain victim falling through the skylight. But it seems to me, my lord, that 'tis not so much a case of them not saying, but... Hey!
He closed his eyes.
'Tis a case of them being unable to say. What? I think perhaps the two fellows do be having something of a compelling reason not to mention what happened. Would you agree, fine ladies and gentlemen of the jury? Oh, my goodness, surely not?
Those two chaps on the roof?
You mean the ones who stuck that knife in the man's were...
We did it! Hold it. Who the fuck said hold it? Of those two now.
Just what exactly are you trying to insinuating here, you blitherer?
You rotter! He said you rotter! What are you insinuating?
This is flaming outrage. I've a good mind to give you a blinker in a minute.
I'll give you a shiner in a minute, he said, and so will I.
Oh, Mr. Fairplay.
You're effectively accusing me, a city gentleman and well-respected banker,
And me, a very angry hatter.
suggesting that someone like me could have stabbed that man in the guts. It's a disgrace. It's scandalous. I protest. I protest in the strongest possible terms.
That's right, I protest too. About you, you rotten scoundrel.
Order! 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 'Tis not the time, witnesses. I will not permit this wanton invasion of the stand. Return to the ante room at once.
But it's beyond reason, my lord. It's outrageous.
It's very hurtful, you know.
My lord, if I may comment.
Go ahead, Lord Van Zeeks.
It was the defense that incited this outburst from the witnesses. My learned friend has seen fit to abandon all protocol and accuse the witnesses without proof.
Accuse? I never intended to.
It seems, young Nipponese, that your command of English tongue is wanting. You propose to this court that the victim fell through the skylight from the roof deck of the omnibus. The hypothesis cannot possibly stand without the rooftop passengers being aware of the events.
You have branded these gentlemen liars. You have intimated their criminal guilt. In our British court laws, that is what a termed a baseless accusation.
I know I was rash to put the idea forward with that actual evidence, but you can't just dismiss it without a second thought.
What are we wasting time for? Get them to testify.
I thought there was something fishy about that from the moment I laid eyes on the fellow.
We have to see this matter through, one way or another.
If there's a filth and rubbish in our midst, we must dispose of it at once.
Testify! Testify! Testify!
What's happening, Mr. Rohodo?
The spectators in public gallery they're in a complete frenzy.
So there are two sides of the stories, possibly. Mr. Fairplay, Mr. First. My lord.
You will take the stand again and make another formal testimony in reference to the indictment brought by the defense.
Yes, my lord.
I didn't come here for this.
Well, that's your fault then.
There's no time to think this through. All I can do is keep pushing forward.
Oh, I am pushing forward. I lost a few things.
All right.
Refuting the accusation. We were the only two people up on that roof deck, dead or alive. I could swear on to that.
If anything had happened while we were sitting, don't you think one or the other of us would have noticed?
In any case, none of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man. That's a discrepancy.
The skylight was shut the entire time. I will tell you, we couldn't possibly have opened it.
If you're so sure the victim fell through the skylight, where's your proof?
I must say that on listening to this testimony, it is somewhat hard to imagine. No way the witness could have performed any malevolent act on this open rooftop deck without the other noticing forthwith.
That's right, you see.
We're innocent, I tell you. Although logically, of course, the argument falls down if the two of you were in a collusion with one another.
What?
According to the investigations by Scotland Yard, the two witnesses share no common dealings.
Ha! I don't suppose I don't trust coppers any more than that. Then I trust the stinking rich.
Yeah, that's true. Some people don't trust coppers. Something doesn't feel right here. The trial's going on in our favor, really. So why do I feel uneasy?
Counsel for the defense, over to you. Your cross-examination, please.
Oh, yes, my lord. We're the only two people up on that roof deck are alive. I swear to that. Okay. If anything happened where we were sitting down, don't think we would have noticed, right? In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. Now, the only discrepancy I can say here is here. But I'm gonna save here. I'm saving here. I can object to this, actually.
Objection!
Oh, it's not! Alright. But that is a discrepancy! I'm running out of life. I'm not wasting it. That is a discrepancy, man! Right, fine. Game, I'll play it the way you wanted me to play. He's the one who has, like, the closest. Right? It's Mr. Fair Play. So at no time did the victim, Mr. Mason, climb and join you in the roof deck. Absolutely not, Dickon. The question about it, he said not at all. There's a difference between the victim and the defendant, bro. That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Okay, let me explain why I think. Right, he doesn't know. He said, like, I'll explain later when I go to the statement. Of course, I remember seeing them both. I saw the victim inside the closed cabin with this man here. Is this true, Mr. McGilded? Dear me, my lord. At the risk of repeating myself, I boarded the omnibus alone and nodded off inside almost immediately. That's an outright lie, without a doubt you raged in. Let me stop you there, fella, and ask, do you have any evidence at all? Ah. Tis all about evidence in this court these days, so it is. You'd be able to remember that. That book isn't from the victim. It's not about the victim or the defendant. This is the defendant's book. But, okay, let me go to the... In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. Oh, wait. Never mind. Never mind. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. You were right. Shit. Oh, yeah. I thought he said defendant.
Hold it!
Ah, that's my fault. My bad. My bad. It was on the final turn of omnibus past 10 on the evening. Quite dark, perhaps too dark to see clearly. Let me check real quick. Nobody. My bad. It is some kind of joke, he said. Is that what it is? Or perhaps one or the other. Are you fair dinkum, sir? I mean, when it's cold, isn't it easier to sleep? Oh. That's extreme. It's a shame I tell you we had to put up with it because this man had locked the door. Any true gent would have unlocked and... Well, I'm dreadfully sorry about that, young fella, but you see, I was there with the fairies. I didn't hear you at all. That's a lie. I saw you through the glass. You were talking to someone. Now. It was a cold night, so it was. Seeing things are not real in the co-feature. Seeing things! I believe we have reached the impasse here on the particular point. Ugh, you... Don't take it personally now, lad. If I'm a suspect in this case, there's only 2. Open, free competition is what capital society is all about. Oh, she was it though, I doubt it, but it's mainly him. Yeah, true, I understand this dude. In case neither of us know the first thing about the victim. But he could. No, he's a banker. Nothing of the sort. I'll need to do.
Hold it!
So, you had never met Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason before? No, not once. Nothing. He'd never met the man before, I said. Never. He'd never met the man before. Oh, he's just repeating what he's saying, okay. Hatters don't have much to do with brickmakers. I imagine not. See, how many different ways can I put with this?
Well, no.
Remote connection to the gentleman who...
Excuse me.
Possibly Mr. Fair Play, isn't it? According to the books. Yes, counsel. What can I be doing for you? Did the witness last statement give you a pause for thought somehow? Not the remotest connection. Isn't that right now? I wonder.
What are you insinuating now?
Ah, Mr. Fairplay, it has been too long, so it has.
Eh?
If I'm not very much mistaken, I believe 'tis fast approaching, is it not, your repayment date?
I beg your pardon?
You borrowed 20 guineas from me, sir.
At unconsiderable rate of interest? You tricked me. It's extortion.
Yeah, this is my point, actually.
Well now. Is that a touch of begrudgery, is it? The sort of begrudgery that might motivate a fellow to pass his crimes off on another?
But that means he was connected somehow. One, they have the same two debts, amount of debts, but then there's also his name. I don't get it, but whatever.
And so, Mr. First,
Misa? What do you want with Misa?
you do be making hats for a living, do you not? That there top hat sliding about your head.
Wait, I missed it. Whatever.
Oh, well, I'm just an apprentice, you don't understand. I'm learning to find the perfect fit for whatever fine gent walks through the door. Perfect fit, is it? Well, 'tis a very distinct design, so it is.
Many customers like it, I tell you. They like a distinctive touch.
Customers!
You can't immediately use the book proof. Yeah, true. I also misread, so that was on me.
Customers such as Trice Mason.
Oh, wait a minute. Ayo, bro. Wait, let me check. For show. Oh, never mind. I thought they had the same hat. Well, just to be sure. You never know.
There was Mr. Photographic print of Mr. Protato evidence, my lord.
Okay, they're already looking at for me.
This, you mean?
The hat.
I can't help thinking that poor fellow's hat looks distinctly familiar, wouldn't you say?
Oh! That's one of my hats. Oh, so you basically do a lot of fancy hats, funny looking hats.
Aye, that it is. Which seemed to be the brickmakers was a customer of yours.
Bro.
The sort of customer I'd wager you could have had with a wee quarrel with over the distinctiveness of the goods.
Oh, no, sir. Absolutely not, sir.
Well, then, there's really nothing more to add. It wouldn't be right to say that the two fellows here, the remotest connection to the victim, you see,
Haven't. Forgot to read haven't. Yay, I reached 10 views. Let's fucking go. I can end the stream now.
Arrest my case.
You little weasel.
He's better at this than I am.
Gosh, Mr. McGilda has certainly been thorough in his research, hasn't he?
He's a businessman after all. You don't want to be friends with businessmen. They know everything about you.
Please don't let me a little interruption hold up the proceedings.
Neither of us know the first thing about the victim. Oh shit, you're at the best OST area. Yeah. Are you quite certain about that? The skylight was shut the entire time.
I'm going to lose my block with you in a minute.
He's going to lose his rag with you in a minute. That's what he said.
Take a look at you for yourself. Go on. You see? It shuts fast now. Just like it was on the night.
You should.
So it is, of course. A fellow that's the size of Mr. Mission could likely break through. Right through. Still and all.
What?
Just look at the size of the thing. You understand?
Now you hold on there a minute, sir. The size of the ting doesn't means nothing. You even said ting means nothing. Not on its own. Let's consider the bigger picture here, shall we?
Let's stop biting our cane, shall we? I was riding on the omnibus on another occasion when well, I broke the wind loudly. I shocked myself with it, as it happens.
This is an unexpected confession, Mr. First.
Oh, I just mean to say, well, the point is, I tried to open a skylight, you see? But just my luck, I couldn't make it budge. The stench was terrible. Stench? Everyone was looking daggers at me, sir. I went as red as rogue, I did.
Are you expecting me to sentence you?
Oh, no, sir. The point is, sky can't be open. I tried and tried when I was inside that cabin of shame.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Do you have something to say about that, Mr. Strahd? Mr. Strahd! It opens. The skylight. Just what we're talking about, right? Hey, don't shoot me. Don't shoot me, that's green. She's aiming it at me. All of them skylights open dead easy. More importantly, then you can load that weapon. That's a lie, I tell you. Otherwise, when I broke wind, You can't do it from your inside, you mug. You can't do it from your inside, you mug. Oh? Look, a few weeks ago, I was up on a roof deck, and one of old them dregs, and I heard a great I heard purses coming out of my ears.
Mr. Strahd, this is not the forum to be eulogizing on the subject of your criminal activities.
Yeah, Santa Claus is not gonna put you, is gonna put you in the naughty list now. He's gonna put you in there. Come on. Well, anyway, I had a bit of a scare. When I offered the last bloke's purse, he got wise to me. All four of them surrounded me so I couldn't hop off a bus and leg it. So what I did, I used a skylight, opened a catch and jumped right in through. What? Yeah, the catch for them skylights on top side. That's why you can't open them from the cabin. The skylight opens from the roof deck?
Bailiff! Climb up on the roof of the omnibus at once and verify this witness's claims.
Hell yeah, baby! We got this in the bag. Oh, I got 11 views now. Hell goddamn yeah, baby! That's like one more than last time. Oh, my hat. Say? Only Gura can actually voice at this point.
Order, order, order! So it appears that this street girl statement is quite true.
I don't believe it. The skylight opens. And from the roof deck. Mr. Naruhodo! This could be the clue we've been looking for.
Well, the counsel for the defense, please continue with your cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. So the skylight opens. Perhaps I should investigate for myself. Yep, I'm doing that now. Open it up. That thing. I saw that thing, man. Shut before. Now the catch has been undone. Open it. Oh, shit. Can I zoom in? Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God, there's blood right there. There's blood. No, that's not what I meant. There's blood right there, madam. Sir. There's blood. Can someone say that? That's not what I meant. Do you not see the blood there? Wait, let me try going from the inside. Maybe I can click it out from the inside, yeah? Bro, just play the game. Bro, just play the game. No, this is part of the Ah, there we are. This is what I need to see. Fucking blood. Wide enough to kick someone like you through the entirely, Mr. Naruhodo. Why someone like me? Blood. We need to actually identify this and it'll update the court record. It's blood. Surely, it can't be unrelated to the case. Can it? Exactly, it updates, Waff. This is why. That's why I want to try, bro. You gotta update the court record. Now. Now, you see the crime? There is bloodstain visible. There we go. God, perhaps I should investigate for myself. Play the game properly, bro. You know what? You want to play Monopoly later? Since you say it properly, it rhymes with Monopoly. If you're so sure the victim failed to sky, where's your proof? I have proof now, buddy.
Objection!
Objection! 12 views, let's fucking go! On the night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach. And immediately afterwards, the victim's body was pushed through the skylight into the cabin below. Those are the facts and irrefutable proof. Remains clearly visible in the omnibus that stands before us today in this very courtroom.
What? That's only humbug. You can't possibly have evidence.
No, you can't. I mean, we didn't do it, I tell you. It's impossible.
Irrefutable proof here in this courtroom. Counsel,
My lord,
I believe everyone would appreciate a little clarification here. Where is the exact within the omnibus evidence to which you allude? You will point out what it is that proves the victim fell from the blah blah blah.
Okay. Right. There. Present. Got it! Whoa, it's not take that anymore, it's got it! Yo!
Boy, Jupiter, is that blood?
The stain proved two things. Firstly, when the incident occurred, the skylight of the omnibus was open.
What?
And secondly, the victim was already bleeding when he fell through the opening.
Oh my!
And so it follows that Mr. McGilded was inside the enclosed cabin himself at the time. Cannot possibly be guilty of his crime. No! How do I do voice two people thing now?
Order! Hold it!
But the blood could have sprayed up when the fellow was stabbed inside the cabin.
And only found its way to one particular spot in the skylight. Sure.
Wait, is that hand and... Oh, okay.
Sure, and that would be very convenient. And let's keep it in mind that the skylight catch can only be unfastened from the roof deck. And myself wouldn't have been able to open it now, would I? But, there's no way for certain, is there? If the gent really fell through the skylight, I mean. Why don't you have a good look at the floor of the cabin between the two seats, Mr. First?
Boom.
'Tis all too plain if you see. If the aftermath shows the poor fella dropped from a fair height right there, so it is.
What? No.
But it can't be. It's all... Ah!
Hold it. My fellow jury members. I think we can all agree that this is clear proof of the defendant's innocence, can't we?
I believe we can, yes, sir. It's clear to me now where the filthy rubbish can be found in this courtroom.
So, they thought they could pull the wool over me eyes, did they?
I won't tolerate any of the guild's carriages being sullied with blood. I won't tolerate it.
Oh, I always knew that nice gentleman would give us that delightful park. Couldn't have done such a thing.
1 to 3 then, everyone. 1, 2, 3.
Objection. Oh, what is it now? Are you not giving up, Mr. Prosecution? That is irrefutable evidence.
A chilling performance, Mr. McGilded.
Oh, and what would you be referring to there now, Lord Van Zeeks?
A blood stain on the frame of the skylight. Such evidence is null and void.
What? Why?
For one extreme simple reason. That smear of blood never existed.
Objection. That's there now. What are you talking about?
Is there for all to see, and it's certainly clearly blood. Oh wait, no, that was him. I personally attended Scotland Yard's investigation of the omnibus. The officers involved went over the carriage with a fine-tooth comb. So I can state with absolute surety. No such smear of blood existed in the carriage, at least not until this trial began.
But... are you suggesting, Lord Van Zeeks, that the stain of blood was...
Forged, fabricated, my lord, yes. And while this court has been in session...
What?
while it was in session.
What a palaver! I must say I didn't expect such a crude reasoning from a prosecutor of your standing, Lord Van Zieks. But I'm Magnus McGilded, a fellow known all over the capital for his fine contributions to public life.
You're starting to sound like a villain now.
I don't take kindly to slander, and I'll fight it to the bitter end. Even if it's rolling off the tongue of the Reaper of the Bailey.
Mr. McGilded, I realize that this is your first appearance in court as the accused. However, I'm well aware of your involvement behind the scenes in a great many affairs of dubious nature.
I mean, he did say he killed the dude. Mr. McGilded? What?
You're very adept when it comes to avoiding getting your own hands dirty. And each time it happens that a case you're involved in is investigated, you adapt the facts.
Adapt the facts? What does that even mean?
When you wielded for a fortune the size of Mr. McGilded's, however, ill-gotten it may be, nothing is impossible. Tampering with evidence, manipulating the scene of a crime, bribing witnesses. I toast to your ability to concoct the most convenient of stories, sir.
You have no proof of corruption, however, my guy.
Tut tut, Lord Van Zieks. This will not do, to be sure. Will it now, Counsel?
Oh, no.
I think it's fair to say this does all sound like a rather far-fetched excuse by a desperate man. The blood on the skylight didn't exist, you say? But if you...
Yeah, wait a minute. Hold on a second. If they really did see equipment in the fucking, what's it called, omnibus, then why don't we see it now? If we see the blood on top, on the omnibus, if he didn't see that, then why do we see it now? In fact, he didn't even mention there was blood on the floor of the omnibus. What's going on?
But if you will all cast your minds back, it is not true that the omnibus there has been in the courtroom the entire time.
And another thing though, if the omnibus was under police's, what's it called, hands, that they were the ones, like, keeping it, then this doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense.
How could anyone possibly have put a smear of blood in it? Without a word and his wife sing? Isn't that right now, Counsel?
Exactly. He's right in a way. But I'm questioning the fact. Did he actually investigate the true one? That's what we're here to find out, Sir Tato. Thanks, Mr. Dead Assistant. I know your spirit is within me right now, right here. You're in chat. You turn to chat. The omnibus has been in full view the entire time that court has been in session.
My learned friend. Here's to hearing your opinion on this matter in your own words.
As you wish. Some have tampered with the omnibus during the trial. Just give me, I think. I mean, it's possible. Remember when that smoke happened? Do it. Yeah. You know what? Let's go. Chat is assistant, so therefore it could have been possible. And you blame the thief lady. Yeah, I blame Fedora. I blame HFD. As a defense lawyer, it's my job to advocate for the defendant as best as I can. But still... Yeah, Fedora's always the girl at this point. I feel as though there's something even more important at stake here. There is no evidence to suggest that the defendant did, as my learned friend suggests. However, in terms of having opportunity to carry out the alleged tampering, there is one possibility. It's okay, I can be Gina. No, you're Susato. Hands down, it's canon now.
Oh, good gracious! Explain yourself, counsel.
But whose blood is it?
Yes, there is.
It seems my Lord Nipponese friend has no intention of running from the deceit. Can event Susato.
Deceit?
I'm sure everyone still remembers clearly. The recess that we were forced to take. As a result of the smoke grenade fired by the witness currently in the stand, Miss Gina Lestrade. I like Gina's hair though, and I like her hat. What is going on?
Be careful, Mr. Naruhodo. Cover your face.
Bailiff, don't let the accused escape. Secure the omnibus. Secure the omnibus. I hereby call emergency recess. Bailiff, ensure the defendant is in custody and clear the courtroom.
The courtroom was filled with smoke and everyone was thrown into confusion. All of us were made to leave this chamber. In that brief interval, under the veil of smoke and all the chaos, it could have been possible to steal inside the catacomb, omnibus, not the catacombs, omnibus, catacombs. What did I say? Catacombs. That's a clip.
Are you wise? What are you trying to pull, yeah? You rotten Freckles Gugger?
Freckles? Gogger?
You're supposed to be defending me. 'Tis a wicked plot. 'Tis a plot to undermine me, so it is.
Whatever you think this is, it changes nothing. The facts are the same. After this courtroom was evacuated earlier as a result of the smoke grenade, a number of inconsistencies materialized in relation to the omnibus.
Inconsistencies?
Oh, I missed that one. Whatever. To start with, the storage compartment underneath the rear passenger seat. When the police investigated the omnibus, this compartment was full of the driver's items. Secondly, we have the smear of blood on the verge of skylight. Verge of skylight. As I have said, there was not present at the start of the trial this morning.
Unfortunately, Lord Van Zieks, no one is able to corroborate your claims.
That's true. When the omnibus was first wheeled out, both the storage compartment and the skylight were shut.
Accordingly, I'm afraid to say we cannot establish with any certainty if this evidence is the results of tampering or not.
Indeed, my lord, no doubt there was not a single person who saw it fit to verify such things.
What do you think?
Sorry?
About the omnibus. Is there anything else unusual about the omnibus?
Can I have at least look at the omnibus if there's any unusual? Because the only unusual thing I can see is the Phoenix Wright omnibus. There is something unusual. Where are the horses? Check it out. Be sure. Be quick. Be sure. What about the license plate? 418. Nope, doesn't have anything. It's just that this thing was tampered. But is there any more tampering? Is that real blood? Is the question. Then I have to see. Oh my god, the butt sweat of the driver. No, no, it's everyone's butt sweat. Waff. I want to see this again. Yeah, this thing is empty. It's supposed to have equipment, and she can actually move it. Oh my god, the period of the the period of the victim. Now take a look at the top later. Top later. Period. Okay. Nothing, right? Let's go back out. Yeah. Can't find anything. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there it is. I actually have no idea. I could just put it there as I have no idea. Because I didn't actually see there. I literally have no idea here. Wait, let me check the controls. Or maybe later. Right. Goes from there and boom there, right? And you put it there. Nothing there, isn't it? The only thing I can do is probably compare here. Nothing. Check your court records. I am checking it now. Nothing. We don't have a lot of evidence around. I could just click I have no idea though. For show, for show. Autopsy. Here. Stab in the abdomen with a knife whilst journeying in an omnibus. Pretty much. Died to internal hemorrhaging results of trauma. That's pretty much it. This much. Occupation brickmaker, age 54. Nothing. Yeah, there's not a lot of evidence to go around. I don't really know. I'm just gonna click. Because that's who I am. I don't remember what I examined when I was in an omnibus. My lord, at this moment in time... Okay. A mark that surely could not have been presented at the start of the trial. Thanks, Fedora. Or just that, huh? Examine the omnibus with you. Don't forget. There's something that seems out of place compared to how the carriage looks originally. You're welcome. You betray me, you little maggot. You'd better start watching your back.
Objection!
It's not about betrayal. Silence, Mr. McGilded. Grr. This trial keeps swinging one way and then... Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what they're talking about now. I'm scared. I am scared. I can't save. No. Go for it. No, it's just... Well, this bloodstain is so obvious, that's all. Made no mention of it. Could be this one, right? That's the green flag for it. Red flag. The floor of the cabin, you would certainly expect to find signs of blood where he landed. But as far as I recall, this bloodstain on the cabin floor was not there when the omnibus was first brought into the courtroom.
Good lord!
Santa Claus?
Yes, I do believe you're correct, counsel.
Well said. Although, as an advocate for the defense, and one might say that was a very careless slip of the tongue. It's always coincidentally the same, huh? I believe that bloodstain on the floor is a decisive piece of evidence. But if the question is whether the evidence is genuine or whether it was unlawfully fabricated by someone, I feel compelled to admit that there's at least a possibility that the evidence is fake.
This trial is over.
Mr. McGilded,
I've done everything I could possibly can to cooperate with the court, but it's all over now.
but you're the defendant.
It's over, I tell you. Remember your recollection? What people think this all nonsense. Fix for what counts. The fact is that busted there now.
Well,
And over the course of this different trial, long and extremely drawn out, as it has been, and good for nothing the Raper of Billy had failed to present any decisive evidence at all. I'm scandalized, so I am. I thought I better of Lord Van Zeeks. Well, my lord?
I must concur with the defendant that unconfirmed recollections of an individual cannot stand in evidence. At this moment in time, the particular bloodstain in question is very much in existence. And in the absence of any credible method by which to prove its alleged previous non-existence, I regret to say that it would be improper for this trial to continue.
your lordship can't be serious.
Lord Van Zeeks, what is your position? The prosecution, my lord, has no further witnesses or evidence to present. Very well, in that case, as I believe we have explored every possible avenue in this matter, I shall proceed to my adjudication. As formality, I am of course obliged to confirm with the defense first.
What formality?
As things stand in the moment, it would seem that Mr. McGilded will be found not guilty,
Yes.
which would mean we've won.
Is that really right outcome here? Is it really alright for the trial to come to an end now? With all these unexplained inconsistencies?
Counsel for the defense, your closing statement, please.
Closing statement. Yes, my lord, the defendant believes... The fuck do I do? I could win this trial. What is your truth, Protato? You're right. The truth is I can save and look at it again the next time. We'll find out next time in next future episodes. No, but what I do know is that I need to look for the truth. I am here in this courtroom today to advocate for the defense of my client, Mr. McGilded. However, at this moment in time, I cannot in all good conscience attest fully to the defendant's innocence.
What are you saying, man?
Without any question, there is no conclusive evidence to prove that the defendant is guilty. However, there is also no conclusive evidence to prove that he is not innocent.
Good gracious me! Order! This is unprecedented behavior, counsel. A defense lawyer calling the accused innocence into question. Are you of sound mind?
It was a grand decision to appoint you as my lawyer, so it was a grand decision. What? I must say, I didn't expect quite such an exciting spectacle at the end there, but still. Here, have this for your troubles. Your job here is done, fella, and some fine work you've done, so you have.
What do you mean?
'Tis just a right honourable gentleman, so succinctly put afore. The trial can't go on anymore. In your closing statement, there was, how did he put it now? Nothing more than a formality.
How long is he gonna laugh?
I really don't know what to make of all of this.
Were the evidence really we've seen genuine, or was it fake?
His lordship will be filming, and his unsightly rubbish should be disposed of promptly, as I said.
Lost it.
The stinking rich are always guilty of something. Mark my words.
I feel terribly ashamed that I ever doubted the lovely man who gave us the lovely park.
It's now... Oh, dude, it's all mixed up now. How that proceedings have unfolded in this way are compelled to declare a premature end to this trial. Furthermore, the court must accept the defendant's plea.
It's insignificant, my lord.
I hereby pronounce the verdict of this court.
Objection! I'm gonna object your verdict, Judge. But we still haven't determined if the bloodstain in the omnibus is genuine or not. We don't know if the witnesses are telling the truth or a pack of lies. We have no idea about the truth.
Lord Van Zieks, my lord, the case made by the prosecution was flawed, plain and simple. If indeed the omnibus presented as evidence was tampered with, the prosecution is at fault for allowing such a disgraced perversion of justice to take place. My sincerest apology, my lord.
Objection! But wait! When we were evacuated from the courtroom, Lord Van Zieks ordered the evidence to be secured.
I'm afraid the prosecution cannot shun responsibility in this matter.
That's so unfair!
The culpability of the defendant has not at present time has been established by the court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to prefer judgment.
What?
Well, Lord Van Zieks, it's been a pleasure, so it has. And as for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense.
Do you mean to tell me this has all been a grand waste of time?
Tis the law of the land, my good man. If you'd like to pursue this matter further, you can always go ahead and try to change the law.
Magnus McGilded,
Good grief! You've more to say to me, have you?
just one more thing, a warning. This is far from over.
Well, something to be looking forward to then.
I hereby pronounce the defendant, Mr. Magnus McGilded, not guilty.
A premature trial. This is what it is. It's not claps. It's all talking. I'm not satisfied with this truth. Is this really the truth? Or is it fabricated? I vouch Mr. McGilded is innocent, but not in such a way.
This is outrage. You should examine the evidence more.
What are you talking about? The man's been cleared. He's innocent. What is this, man? With the courtroom in pandemonium for the second time that day, the judge delivered his final verdict. And my first ever trial in Great Britain came to an abrupt end, with the defendant being found not guilty. Ostensibly a victory for us. Ostensibly? What the fuck does that mean? Apparent or purportedly, perhaps not actually. Okay. The Old Bailey.
That certainly was a long trial.
Yes, it was.
Your first ever trial on foreign soil and your first victory. It was a wonderful performance. My heartfelt congratulations.
And you too, Mrs. Sato. Thanks for your assistance. Thanks, Freddy. I suppose we should be happy. The trouble is, we're still completely in the dark about what actually happened.
Well, we didn't have enough time.
But isn't it wrong? I mean, who was actually responsible for Mr. Mason's death? We don't even know that.
The sole aim of the defense is to obtain a verdict that exonerates the defendant. You carried out your duty to perfection.
Aye, that you did. Mr. McGill did. And that girl is with him too.
Well, it seems the stories are true.
Oh, what stories?
About the 6 enormous fireworks, they do be letting off when there's a final verdict of not guilty. I'm sure you must not have seen them now. Spectacular, wouldn't you say?
Yes, definitely.
I'd heard it was sight to behold. And to be sure it was. And I have to thank, I suppose, for having an opportunity to see you.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not sure really I did anything.
What on earth are you saying, fella? How did I walk out of there a free man, then?
I don't think it was so much thanks to me as down to your planning.
You're a straight-talking fella, aren't you? I must say, you had me astray in the head there once or twice. But you're young and headstrong. And this water under the bridge
comes out of your sword. No, wait!
Congratulations, Mr. McGilton, of having your name cleared.
But nothing resolved.
There's only one thing that matters to me.
Oh?
Aye. They've all seen that I didn't do that odious and obstinate deed. This grand, is it not?
I suppose it is.
Now the fine fellows of Scotland Yard can take matters in hand and sort out any wee details. They'll see for what it is. They'll get to the truth. I've absolutely faith in them, so I have, after all. They do be providing a good number of their wages with all the taxes I pay.
It's not that funny.
So then, as we agreed beforehand, 1,000 guineas for your troubles, fella.
Oh, no, I can't possibly accept that much.
Are bewildered? You're a humble people, are you? You from the east? Well, if you insist. But have this. Still lane and all, you deserve a reward.
Mr. Magnus McGilded. Wait, Mr. Magnus McGilded. Everything is ready, sir. If you'd like to follow me to the courtroom.
Into the courtroom?
What's this, officer? 'Tis sooner than I led to believe.
I hope it's an inconvenience, sir. There were some changes to the schedule.
Well, I must be making tracks now. 'Tis time for the inspection.
Sorry, what inspection?
They're going to examine the omnibus again, I'm told. I asked if I could be present for it myself.
They're going to examine it again now?
Naturally, I'm under obligation to take part in more of this matter now. But as an upstanding member of London society, I do be doing my best to help where I can. It is a gentleman's duty, so it is. So then, fare thee well. 'Twas an absolute pleasure meeting yez. I hope you have a whale of a time while you're studying here in Great Britain.
And there he goes, a free man. I just don't like the idea. Even if he was innocent, right? I don't like the idea of tampering the evidence. It's not ethical, Mr. McGill. Well, they are businessmen. They have a different sense of what is ethical. Oh, I forgot she was here too. Wait! Hey, yo, bro, you're loading up, so take it down! Don't move.
Don't move.
Whereas I want to say, get a move on. She really does take forever to load that thing. Mr. Lestrade, would you mind putting that thing down?
You're a grown up,
Sorry.
and I ain't all grown ups.
Ah, there you are. Oh? British Anya?
Not tea, running off like that.
Is this some kind of picnic? She ain't all grown-ups. No, that's not what she meant. She's Cockney Fedora. They don't pronounce H's. It's her.
And taking that with you as well. I was looking forward to the trial run of my experimental smoke grenade launcher.
So many girls now. I can't voice all girls, man. I need a girl to collab with me or something.
Do you want to play? You won't beat me.
Mrs. Elementary herself. Fucking pun. Mrs. Elementary herself. Excuse me, but who are you?
Oh, good day to you. I'm Will, the inventor of, I suppose, of that machine.
Wait, g'day? G'day? G'day, don't tell me that's... That... Watson? What? Stop! Watson?
The inventor.
The inventor?
Well, normally smoke grenades are so dull. Don't you agree? White and more white. If you have to be short in smoke, it could at least be a pretty colour. I thought to myself.
I can't do Australian at the moment. Well, whatever. Do we have to be shrouded in smoke, though, at all?
I just took my eyes off it, and for a moment, whilst I was changing in onto a different omnibus, and she pinched it. Luckily, I fitted it with a telegraphic beacon.
What's it? What? I have no idea what this girl's talking about.
Anyway, you're coming with me now. Back to my laboratory.
What? What for?
To apologize, of course, silly, to my technician. What? You
May say sorry?
may say sorry. You must say sorry when you've done something wrong. Surely an adult has told you that before.
An adult? I don't listen to no adults. Excuse me.
Come along now, then. Follow me.
She has a gun, you don't want to do... Wait a fucking second. That gadget. This is Herlock Sholmes, though. This is his gadgets, isn't it? And he's basically Sherlock Holmes, Inspector Gadget, and there's the assistant, and then this... We have some interesting characters here. Fine, have it your way.
Oh, good. You see, I knew you'd want to do the right thing in the end.
I'm fairly sure that what she wants is not to get shot by the massive gun of yours. You know, this is what Fedora wore at the anime festival. Definitely, right?
We'll be leaving now, then. Bye-bye. I'm so sorry for all the fuss.
Oh, these are interesting characters. I love this so much. She was a lively one.
Well, do you think perhaps we ought to be on our way now, too?
Yes, you're right, but where to?
Oh,
We haven't had the time to find a place to stay. No sooner we had arrived in London than we had to rush here. Well, how about we get some lunch first? I'm starving. I'm actually pretty hungry myself. All our traveling cases are still with the bailiff.
I was only planning to spend the day in search of lodgings.
But at this late hour in the day, I'm afraid we may be out of luck.
Don't worry, though. I have a plan. If worst comes to worst, I have a lovely park where we could spend the night.
A lovely park. Is it McGilded Park? Yep.
I know it may be a little chilly at this time of the year, but our youthfulness will see us through.
You're wearing something warm at least. I'm not so sure about that. I think a midwinter London night will freeze a young person solid, just as easy as an elderly one.
Oh dear, that doesn't sound agreeable.
Why is she so cute? Now, I'm starting to regret turning Mr. McGilded down. That 1,000 guineas would have paid for a lovely warm room or mansion. Nah, man. And so, the trial to determine my worthiness for the study tour was over by the end of our first day in London. However, as we were soon to learn, there were more trying times ahead, just as the Reaper of Bailey had warned. The case was far from over. Oh, cutscene.
What's going on? Get the fire brigade! Water!
Hey yo, bro! There was actual tampering.
How did
For
this
real,
happen?
for real.
I don't know, sir. By the time I got here, it was already engulfed.
No one was supposed to be allowed in here before we started investigating. No. Oh, good God.
Open the fucking door!
One in there.
Santa Claus, get out of here! Santa Claus!
This can't be.
Oh, he's not the one inside. He's so cool looking though. They're talking like you, I know, right? And I don't know how to feel about ending the stream like this, man. Yes, I will. Shall I say from the first one? I mean, there wasn't specific like me. It was specifically other people, but I don't know what to say, man. So we got 4, and I have also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I'll think about it next time, ladies in time. I'm not gonna sleep. I'm gonna chill. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna end, but hopefully, if I feel like it, I might do it tomorrow. But I'm definitely gonna do it on a Friday. I mean Thursday. See you, lads. Good night.